Hey there, Delilah. It's me, your future sister-in-law. Just wanted to say thanks for accepting my invitation. It was such an amazing joy to see you at my engagement party yesterday, where Harvey and I announced our engagement.
Oh, hi, Savannah. It was so nice of you to invite me to your engagement party with my brother. I've seen how much Harvey has been excited about marrying you, and your engagement party really brought your relationship to a whole new level of joy and celebration. I just wanted to let you know that I'm genuinely thrilled for you and my brother. You two make such an amazing couple, and I can't wait to see your love story unfold.
And I'm really glad you brought little George with you. He's such an incredible kid. Seriously, he has a unique ability to bring so much joy wherever he goes. Sorry if I'm being a bit curious or prying, but do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure thing. You totally can. And I'll do my best to give you a solid answer based on what I know.
Why wasn't your hubby there with you yesterday at my engagement bash? I was really excited to meet him as well. It's a bummer that he couldn't make it.
Oh, you're talking about my husband? Well, actually, he's my ex-husband now. We've been divorced for a while. So he wasn't there at the party. I'm sorry. I hope you understand.
Whoa, hold up. You mean to say you and your hubby are already Splitsville? So, does that make you a single mom? Wow.
Yep, that's the deal. I'm a single mom, doing it solo. My ex and I split when George was just a tiny tot, and I've been raising him all by myself ever since. It's really tough for him, missing out on having a dad around most of the time. Growing up without a father can be a real disadvantage, you know? But of course, I always give it my all to make sure my son has everything he needs.
Ew, Delilah. That's so gross. Like, doesn't mean that George, like an orphan or something? I mean, he practically doesn't have a dad. Can you even imagine how awkward it must be for him not to have a father? I bet he's a target for hate and mockery at school. No doubt about it. I wouldn't be surprised if George turns out to be a criminal in the future and a burden to everyone around him. But we can't blame him, right? After all, he's never been properly educated.
Excuse me? What was that you just said? I gotta say, that's not exactly the nicest thing to say to anyone, you know? And just so you're aware, my son is not an orphan. Like, seriously, do you even grasp what that word means? An orphan is a kid who's lost one or both parents, whether it's because of death, abandonment, or some other tough situation. So maybe next time before you start throwing words around, you should take a sec to look up the actual meaning, Savannah. Just a friendly suggestion.
Seriously? Huh, whatever, Delilah. I couldn't care less if George is an orphan or not. But let me tell you, a single mom makes me want to throw up. I swear. If I ever had a kid, I'd sooner put them up for adoption than be labeled a single mom. You know how a society usually sees solo mothers, right? They often get perceived as these messed up women who sleep around and manipulate dudes too much of their cash.
Seriously? Are you even listening to yourself right now? What's up with that old school mindset about single moms? Almost nobody would agree with what you just said. Seriously.
Hey, Delilah, you know what? You always try to act like this super loving, caring mom, but it seriously grosses me out. The truth is, you're like a total nightmare of a parent. If you were planning to divorce your husband anyways, why not just ditch your kid or something? I mean, you could just go for an abortion or whatever, so your son doesn't have to deal with all the judgment from others.
What are you talking about? George was born before I even split up with my husband, and we were actually a pretty happy duo back then. So, seriously, why would I ever have done something so cruel as getting an abortion? That's just plain nonsensical, Savannah.
Alright, Delilah, let's get real here. I'm just gonna lay it out straight. I wanted to cut ties with me and Harvey. I don't want our reputation to be tarnished just because we have a family member who's a single mom. It's just totally gross, you know?
Wait, what? This caught me totally off guard. Me? Cutting ties with you and Harvey? Are you seriously saying you want to kick me out of your life just because I'm a single mom? What kind of messed up thinking is that? It's like you're living in some twisted alternate reality or something. Seriously.
Yeah, you got it. Thanks for catching on so quickly. So, here's the deal. Harvey is now a legit doctor, which automatically puts him above all the husbands and boyfriends my friends have. But let's talk about you for a sec. You're right. That kind of puts you in a different category, which is a lower class. In other words, you're beneath me and your brother. You're basically at the bottom of society, if you catch my drift.
I'm sorry. I'm totally confused about where all this is coming from. Seriously, why do you think being a single parent automatically makes me inferior to you? That makes zero sense. Do you even get why my husband and I had to call it quits? He was cheating on me and totally neglecting his own son, George. Come on! If you were in my shoes, would you want to keep a guy like that around?
Look, I'm not interested in hearing your sub story about how you and your husband broke up. If he cheated on you, it was probably because you sucks at being a wife. No one cheats for no reason, you know. Well, judging by your boring appearance and personality, I'm not even surprised your husband wants to get rid of you for a better wife. Look, look, regardless of what led to your divorce, fact still remains that you're a single mom, and I don't want to be associated with someone like you. You're just too reckless, irresponsible, and filthy for your own good.
Hey, Savannah, what's going on? I always thought you were a decent person, but I had no idea you had some messed up prejudice against single moms. What's the deal with that?
Honestly, I couldn't care less about what you have to say. Worthless people like you can only find jobs where you wipe drools for old folks, clean urinals, or pick up garbage. Who in their right mind who would even consider hiring a single mom? It would be so embarrassing. I bet you're living in some kind of shelter or public housing. Am I right? Ah, those places are just perfect for poor single moms like you. Just admit it. You're a bottom feeder of society. That's why you should stay away from me and your brother.
I totally respect those jobs you mentioned earlier. But just to clear things up, I don't actually work in any of those fields. Hasn't Harvey mentioned anything about my profession? I mean, he must have spilled a few details, right?
Harvey did mention a few things about your job, but honestly, I didn't pay much attention to it. Just face it, whatever you do, it's probably gonna be some low paying, crappy job, right? That's just so gross. I actually feel bad for George having to deal with your stinky smell every day when you come home from work. Your son may not say it out loud, but I bet deep down he despises you. He hates you for bringing him into this world.
Hey, Savannah, you're really starting to get on my nerves. I don't deserve all these mean words just because I happen to be a single mom. It's just not right. And you seriously need to knock it off.
Just admit it. You're a lowlife. So you should know your place and cut ties with me and your brother. I'm telling you this from the bottom of my gut. Trust me, it's the best way to hear me insult your sorry excuse for life again. See how much I care about you?
You know I'm not going to do what you're asking. Harvey is my brother, and I don't see any good reason why I should cut ties with him. Plus, did you even bother to ask Harvey what he thinks about all this? I know for a fact that he's not the kind of person who would just ditch his sister over some dumb reason like being a single mom.
Alright, fine. If you're not up for cutting family ties completely, then just do me a favor and try to keep your distance from me as much as possible. You can still hang out with Harvey and all, just make sure you stay far away from me, okay?
Well, with the way you're talking to me, it would be a miracle if I still wanted to see or hear from you, to be honest. Actually, I'd be more than happy to stay the hell away from you.
Well, there you have it. I'll take it as a confirmation that you won't be showing up at my wedding, right? I must say, I'm quite impressed. I didn't expect you to realize your place so quickly. Good job. Just think rationally. You always dress up as beggars and smell like filthy rats. If you show up at my wedding, you're only gonna make yourself look bad. You get that, right?
Wait, what? What are you even talking about? Now you even have the nerve to exclude me from my brother's wedding?
Oh, can't you see? You just admitted that you won't be around me anymore, and my wedding definitely falls under that category. Ha! You totally fell into my trap. But seriously, what did I expect? Single moms are apparently so clueless. Like, come on. Did you really think a filthy woman like yourself would even be invited to my wedding? Don't tell me that you don't even know your bad luck for everyone around you.
I don't get it. Why in the world would I be considered bad luck for the people around me? Seriously, do you think I'm some kind of witch doctor or what? Explain it to me.
Stop playing dumb. You're bad luck because you're poor and you're a single mom. That's why. I can't believe that you still let your filthy mouth run loose and talk back at me like that. Oh, I know. I see what you're up to. You're just dying to come to my wedding to look for men to hook up and exploit their money like you've always done, huh? I'm telling you, you're not gonna get what you want. You'll embarrass me big time if you start flirting with mine and Harvey's friends. So just stay the hell away from my wedding.
Just to make it clear, I have zero plans to do any of the stuff you just mentioned. Honestly, considering how you've been treating me until now, I don't see any reason for me to show up at your wedding. So this actually works out pretty well for me because I don't have to come up with any excuses.
Wow, look at you, Miss Goody Two Shoes. Maybe I should have tossed you a few treats to say congrats, right? Oh, and here's another thing. Just because you and your little orphan kid are not invited to my wedding doesn't mean you can slack off on your duties as a sister-in-law. So, spill the beans. What's your grand plan for my wedding gift? I'm curious to know what I should be excited about.
Are you kidding me? You're seriously asking me for a wedding gift after forcing me to sever ties with my brother and preventing me from showing up at his wedding? Talk about nerve.
Yeah, you got it. Let me set the record straight here. I don't want you snagging something that someone else already promised to get me. To be honest, since you're a single mom and an old hag, you'll probably have a bad taste anyway. So how about you just slide some cash my way? Are you listening, old timer? You should know the ropes when it comes to my wedding with Harvey, right? Thanks for the dough and for skipping out on the event, Delilah. Oh, and one more thing. Don't even think about spreading rumors that I forbid you from attending my wedding just to make me look bad in front of Harvey and everyone else, okay? Delilah, what were you even thinking? Who told you it was okay to invade my personal space like that? Remember our deal? You promised to stay away whenever you spotted me around, didn't you? So why did you go and break our agreement, you freak? I bet you're just itching for some of the limelight, trying to steal my thunder for yourself, huh? Shameless! Absolutely shameless!
What's all the fuss about? I simply want to see my brother. Can I do that or what?
Oh, I get it now. You were probably there to trash talk about me to Harvey, huh? I see right through your little act, you wicked witch! I bet you're just burning up with jealousy over your cute sister-in-law, who's all sweet and young and about to create a picture-perfect family with your brother. Am I right? You know what? I almost feel sorry for you, Delilah. However, if you get all jealous at me, I'm gonna have to get upset.
Look, Savannah, I care about you, alright? So don't get all caught up in thinking I'm jealous or whatever. Yeah, I'm a single parent. So what? I'm happy with my life as it is. And your words hold zero weight with me. But what you just pulled off is straight up insane. You waited until my brother was out of sight and I wasn't paying attention, and then you go and splash scalding hot tea on me? What in the world were you thinking? I could have been seriously burned if I hadn't dodged that and shielded my face with my arms in the nick of time. Even so, my left arm still bears a nasty burn mark from the hot tea incident.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that little detail. It's such a shame though. I was aiming to drench your face with that scorching hot tea. Wanna know why? Well, It's because I wanted to make sure a venomous snake like you can't seduce and wreck the lives of any more guys. But hey, when I really think about it, whether your face got burned by tea or not, it wouldn't make much of a difference, 'cause, well, let's face it, you're already pretty darn ugly.
Are you seriously messed up in the head, Savannah? How on earth could you even consider pulling off something so despicable? Especially to someone who's about to become part of your own family.
Well, well, well. Looks like karma finally caught up to you. That's what happens when you break your promise to me. I specifically told you to keep your distance from me and Harvey. But what did you do? You shamelessly waltzed into my soon-to-be hobby's place and started trash talking about me. Naturally, I had to do whatever it took to protect myself and my reputation. I couldn't let you be the one to single-handedly ruin Harvey's trust in me. We've got a fabulous wedding and a bright future ahead of us, and I won't let you bring it all crashing down. So there.
You know what? You're just unbearable any more of my precious time on meaningless banter with you. But let me make this clear. I won't let your wrongdoing slide without consequences. You'll soon have to face the music for your own actions. Just you wait.
Hey, Delilah! You wicked witch! What on earth did you say to Harvey that made him flip the script on me? Do you have an idea what he just dropped on me? He straight up said the wedding's gonna get scrapped. What the heck is that even supposed to mean? I seriously can't wrap my head around it.
What's so difficult to understand? Have you ever reflected on your misbehavior and the way you've been treating me? I warned you. Harvey won't be happy with your misbehavior. But no, you never bothered to take my advice seriously.
What? Misbehavior? I have no idea what you're blabbering about. Quit spreading false rumors about me. Just because you're a single mom and a miserable failure doesn't give you the right to bring anyone else down with you. Stop acting so petty and self-centered towards your cute and kind sister-in-law, will you?
Oh, so now you're playing innocent and acting like you know nothing, huh? You were constantly putting me down and mocking me for being a single mom, saying all sorts of nasty things about my son. And let's not forget about the tea incident, where you resorted to violence by splashing it on me? Tell me, is that how a decent person treats their own sister-in-law? No. Is that how anyone should treat anyone? Absolutely not. And let me tell you, my brother Harvey isn't gonna just stand idly by and let you keep bullying me however you please. Not a chance.
But Harvey can just call off our wedding like that. It's totally unfair to me, you know? I haven't done anything wrong to him, I swear. I've been nothing but a good little bride to him all this time. Besides, I'm marrying Harvey, not you, so why should I even bother treating you nicely, right?
You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe there's still someone as clueless as you out there. Listen up. Let me set you straight. I don't need you to treat me nicely or anything special. All I ask for is normal treatment, like how any normal person would treat others. But clearly, even that simple request is too much for you to handle. So just come to terms with reality and wave goodbye to your marriage with my brother, because there's no way it's gonna happen.
What? You're seriously out of your mind, Delilah! You don't have any say in my wedding with Harvey. None whatsoever.
Yeah, you might have a point there. I may not have the authority to decide about your wedding, but Harvey does, doesn't he? See, your mistreatment of me is just one piece of the puzzle that led to the cancellation. There's another factor that influenced my brother's decision.
Huh? What are you talking about? What factor are you referring to? Spill the beans already. Why did Harvey cancel the wedding on me?
Look, my brother is well aware of everything. He knows all about your flings with other guys and the real reason behind why you wanted to marry him. You only want my brother's money, right? Harvey is utterly repulsed by you. And he's made it crystal clear to me that he never wants to even consider marrying you again.
What do you mean? Stop bluffing and making false accusations against me. You already look bad by being a single parent, so don't make other people hate you more for being a liar. Listen, I swear, I'm not fooling around with other guys. I'm committed to Harvey, and I adore him like crazy.
Come on, Savannah. Don't act all innocent when we all know what you've done. Just the other day, Harvey accidentally overheard your chat with your friend on the phone. And guess what? You confessed your sins. You straight up admitted that you find Harvey dull and uninteresting, and that the only reason you're with him is money. You're well aware of his high-paying job at that fancy financial institution. In plain English, you picked my brother solely for his potential. You don't love him, and never have.
Are you lost in La La Land, Delilah? What in the world are you babbling about? I genuinely love Harvey, and that's the honest truth. Quit trying to break us apart, you filthy rat! I know, you're old, boring, and lonely. That's why you're out for revenge against sweet and innocent girls like me? You're simply repulsive, Delilah.
I bet you're telling all the other guys you're having affairs with that you love them too, right? Ugh, Savannah, you totally gross me out. Let me just repeat exactly what you told your friend on the phone. It was something like, I picked Harvey out of all the guys I was seeing because I knew he had a super bright and rich future ahead of him. Seriously, Delilah, you can't deny it anymore. Harvey has a recording of that conversation between you and your friend as evidence. So there's no running or hiding from it for you.
Wait, what's the big deal about keeping my options open? I mean, it's awesome to have the opportunity to marry a wealthy guy like Harvey while still being able to explore other choices, you know?
Whoa, that's a pretty blunt response. And, well, what can I say? I gotta give you props for being honest. Even if your way of thinking is all kinds of messed up.
Haha, that's the beauty of juggling multiple boyfriends, my foolish sister-in-law. If one dude doesn't tick all the boxes, just drop him like a hot potato. Cut him out of your life completely and go find yourself a new and more dependable partner. Look at me, being all clever and strategic, right?
So, are you seriously telling me that you were actually cheating on my brother with not just one, but a whole bunch of other guys all at once? You're right?
Didn't you hear what I've been saying all along? I wasn't cheating on Harvey. Seriously. I was just keeping my options open, you know. Plus, Harvey was actually thrilled to be with me. I'm a cute, young, and full of life girl who's ready to do anything for him. I'm the one who brings him happiness and satisfaction. So it's only fair that he gives me something in return, right? And in this case, it's his money. It's like a total win-win situation. So, how about you lend me a hand and convince Harvey to come back to me?
You know what, Savannah? The way you're talking about your relationship with Harvey like it's some kind of trade meal is seriously grossing me out. Face it, your relationship with Harvey is crumbling, and it's all your own damn fault. You were literally using my brother just to line your pockets. Oh, and guess what? I'm not going to let you off the hook for scalding me with that hot tea. I've already reported your ass to the police. And I'm going to make sure you end up behind bars and pay me a hefty sum of cash as compensation. You're not getting away with this. No way.
Wait, hold on a second. You're seriously gonna take the tiny mishap to the police? Seriously? Come on! I just accidentally slipped and didn't mean to hurt you at all. Are you a kid or what? I mean, you can't seriously hold a grudge over something so small, right? Besides, you don't even have any proof that you got hurt because of what I did. So there's no way you can make me plead guilty for it. Haha, give it a rest, you pathetic loser.
Excuse me? No evidence? What about those text messages you sent me where you were all like, yeah, I totally splashed hot tea on you and it was epic. And hey, we can't ignore the priceless footage either. So, Savannah, do these things count as evidence or what?
Footage? What kind of footage? Are you trying to scare me, Delilah, because it's not working?
Oh, didn't Harvey tell you anything? So apparently he overheard your convo. With your friend where you straight up confessed to having an affair. As a result, Harvey decided to set up some cameras at his place to catch you in the act. And boy, did he manage to gather some pretty solid evidence of you cheating on him. But hey, those cameras also happened to capture the whole hot tea splash incident. Talk about drama.
No way. Delete that stuff, like right now. I ain't gonna let you take it to the cops. Listen, why don't we just keep this between us? I mean, it's not even that serious, right? Just some minor burns. I bet you didn't even feel a thing. Besides, let's not forget, you're the one who pushed me to do it, so it's totally on you. You could own up to the whole shebang, not me. Since you're the reason I'm stuck in this mess, you better lend me a hand. Delilah, help your sister-in-law out, will you? We're family, after all.
No way, Jose. Why on earth would I lend you a hand? I didn't do anything. You're the only one who got yourself tangled up in this whole mess. Just picture this. What if that video of you throwing hot tea at me goes viral? Can you even imagine the kind of chatter it'll stir up online? I'll bet your precious reputation, all that hard work you've put into building it, will crumble like a sandcastle. Am I right? So you better put on your thinking cap and find a way to sort it out by yourself. As for me, I'm out of here. Catch you on the flip side. Toodles!
Whoa, Delilah. Seriously, you have no clue what you're getting yourself into. Put a stop to that right now. I'm dead serious. You can't go ahead with it. I'm telling you straight up. Listen, I'm really sorry, alright? Just do me a solid and talk to your brother. Ask him to take me back. I'd go to the moon and back for you and your sweet little son. Yo, Delilah! Are you still there? Are you even paying attention to your awesome pouring her heart out? Delilah!
Due to Savannah's infidelity and the resulting cancellation of the wedding, my brother took legal action against her and made her pay all the fees associated with the cancellations. This left her drowning in a massive amount of debt. Finally, she faced the consequences for her actions against me. She was required to compensate me and was subsequently sentenced to jail. After serving her time, Savannah struggled to find employment due to the viral video of her splashing hot tea on me. Moreover, all the guys she had been dating dumped her after learning about her cheating ways. Eventually, she settled for a part-time job as a cashier at a convenience store, having to support herself financially instead of relying on others. As for George and me, we're expecting the happiest moments of our lives. Our family bond grows stronger with each passing day. Knowing that my son is by my side gives me the strength to any storm that life throws at me.